Hello and welcome back to How to Learn a Language. Today, this is episode 2, part of the series celebrating the launch of the Speak 28 by 28 challenge. And in this episode, we are talking about what you will walk away with when the challenge is over, because it is so much more than just speaking better. So before we get started, if you are like, yes, I'm ready, I've been meaning to join, the link is in the description, or it's lindsaydoeslanguages.com/speak. And let's get into it. So first up then, confidence is contagious. So yes, you will be focusing in the challenge on increasing your speaking confidence. But that confidence, it doesn't just sit there of okay, I can speak confidently, but listening, no, it is contagious. When you feel better at one part of the puzzle, if you like, of languages, one piece of the whole picture, it just kind of trickles down into everything else, right? So, the better you feel with your speaking, the more confident you feel with that, the more likely you are to feel like, you know what? Let's work on doing my listening. Let's work on boosting my listening. I'm already pretty good at that. Let's do better, because it just has this trickle down effect into all the other areas. And that's so, so cool. And kind of linked to that is the second point I wanted to make here, which is that you will have better language habits. Again, not just the solo speaking habit that you'll develop, but everything that you learn related to that concept of, how to develop good habits, what that looks like for you in particular. As you probably know, that is always such a huge thing for me, is putting you at the center of it all and knowing the best ways that you want to learn a language. All of that stuff about habits, again, applies across the board. So not only is the speaking confidence trickling into every other area of your language learning and possibly your life, but also the habits is kind of trickling across as well. So you feel like, okay, you know what? After 28 days, I've got a really solid solo speaking habit. Now maybe it's time for me to build in a good reading habit, because I feel like I'm not reading enough right now. What does that look like? What do I know works for me? And it will happen so much quicker, because you now know you've got this kind of idea of what does work and what doesn't work for you. So it'll be much quicker for you to then apply all of that stuff. And then finally, again, these, I wrote this down, and actually these are all feeding into each other really nicely. But the final point that I wanted to make is the self-knowledge that you will gain. Again, not just about your speaking and your speaking confidence, but how you learn languages, what you respond to, what is your motivator? Is it kind of, carrot and stick? Do you respond better to punishment or reward? What motivates you? When you know all of that stuff about yourself through taking this challenge, again, that is the kind of stuff that you can apply across the board to your language learning and beyond. So, I just wanted to share this because you get so much more from taking on a challenge like this than just speaking better. That's great, right? It's great in itself to be able to say, yes, I speak confidently now. I've got a solid speaking habit. I know that even at the level I'm at, I don't need to know every word, and I'm feeling good. Yeah, that is amazing, but there is much more, and it just ripples out into every area of your life. So if that sounds good, and that is something that you're interested in having for yourself, the Speak 28 by 28 challenge is open now. So this is a 28-day challenge to help you speak more confidently in any language at any level. You get daily video lessons and speaking prompts, plus optional progress tracking to monitor your progress as well. And the flexible format of the challenge will help you to develop a solo speaking habit that will increase your speaking confidence in just 28 days. So 1 month from now, you will be speaking fearlessly and intuitively, whatever level you're at. Get started and join today at lindsaydoeslanguages.com/speak. I would love to have you in the challenge. And if you do have any questions before joining, you can email me, lindsay@doeslanguages.com. Any questions at all, let me know and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And of course, I would really appreciate if you share this episode with a friend, if there's someone you feel would benefit from it. All right, I will be back again tomorrow, and I'll speak to you then. Bye.